Simon & Schuster Audio presents On Fire, the 7 Choices to Ignite a Radically Inspired Life by John O'Leary. Read by the author.
Introduction. Ablaze. The most powerful weapon on earth is the human soul on fire. Marshall Ferdinand Foch. Yes, it was a simple answer, and it was not the one he was expecting. I was standing in the front of a crowded auditorium in Shanghai and had just finished sharing the defining story of my life. For the previous hour during my keynote speech, I described the day I was terribly burned as a child, the months I spent in the hospital, and the vast challenges I faced afterwards. It was a devastating, transformative, and tragic experience. So this man asked a question with a seemingly obvious answer. John, if you could go back in time, go back to that Saturday morning, go back to that moment when you picked up the gasoline and got burned, would you do it again? I looked at him, thought about it for a moment, and answered honestly, yes. He looked at me with a puzzled expression. Would you really choose to almost die? Would you choose to be burned on 100% of your body? Would you actually opt in to the desperate fight for life, or spending 5 months in the hospital, or being barely functioning for another 8 months after that? And would you seriously choose to walk through life with scars covering your body, fingers amputated, and whispered glances and pointed fingers every day of your life? Yes. And I'll tell you why. The fire was devastating, almost killed me, and certainly sparked a lifetime of challenges. But it also molded me into who I am today. So, while it is true that if I'd not been burned, I'd remove all those difficulties caused by the fire, it is also true that I destroy all the gifts galvanized because of it. You see, everything beautiful and enriching in my life today was born through the tragedy of those flames. Through the painful ashes of recovery as a child, I grew in character, audacity, compassion, faithfulness.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?